It's Collider Live. It's Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And it's November 15, 2019. Welcome to this Casual Friday. I'm going to get right into it because this crew is either going to kill me or be the greatest thing of all time. I got Perry Nemiroff here to help me balance this out. How are you, Perry?
I don't like the faith you're putting in me right now.
I'm going to put all my faith in you because we have to contend with not only Jeff Snyder.
What's shaking, everybody?
Here for the first time on the revamped Collider Live, but Tom Dagnino, a.k.a. Bobby Gucci, here in studio. How are you, my friend?
Oh, never better.
Never better, huh?
Never better. I'm just hoping you are all right, you know?
Yeah, so we're going to start off things by also, because I'm going to throw it to Cody here. Cody Hall in the booth. How are
Hey
you,
guys,
sir?
I'm also here. Hi.
So what you may not see, but you may see throughout the show is Leia's here.
Mm-hmm.
My dog is here. And Cody, you witnessed quite a spill from me.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
fell.
glad you're okay.
I fell. Now, when I say I fell against the wall on my hand,
Like a
thanks to
ton
the
of-
puppy.
like a ton of
Ton of
bricks.
bricks. The puppy went around my legs. The leash tied me up, and boom, down went Reilly. My hand is bruised to shit right now.
I thought your leg fell off.
I was
you fell
afraid
so
you, like-
awkwardly. It was bad. He watched it from the booth. I saw it live. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to.
Well, Cody saw there was no delay in the booth. It was fantastic.
Yeah, from my angle, it looked like you smacked your head against the door frame. I was so
Yeah.
scared for you.
Yeah,
Are
I
you
did not,
concussed right
thankfully.
now? All right.
I did not hit my head against the wall, but I
Yeah,
did.
it wasn't a great fall.
I did.
It was like Humpty Dumpty.
This is the perils of owning a puppy that's 10 months now. Absolutely a lunatic. We call her Monster Mash. That's her nickname now. Her official name is Monster Mash, and she is a lunatic, and she's under the table, and God knows
she's
what
a
she's
puppy,
doing.
so
But was
really
it-
she didn't do anything wrong.
She didn't,
But
and I
was it her
scolded her
fault?
No,
Yeah.
it was my fault.
Well, like we were saying, when somebody takes a spill, there's always somebody else to blame, even if nobody's there.
And
like
I-
this goddamn table.
and I-
It's in the way.
You gotta throw the blame somewhere.
Yeah, the blame's got to be somewhere.
I threw it at the puppy and not feeling too good about it. But nonetheless, here we are on this Friday. Thank you very much for joining us. Roxy Stryer and Dorina will be back on Monday. Good to have them. Thank you, everybody, for continuing with us. It's a lot of fun doing this show. Jeff Snyder, these glasses, man. I got to talk
You
about
like
them first
'em?
real quick. I do. What's
I'm
your
throwing
prescription
different
level?
looks. I'm on so many different shows today. It's
Is
like,
that why you put them on?
yeah, I gotta throw a different look every now and then.
You look good, man.
Thanks.
It's feeling pretty good. And how
They're
does
fake frames.
how does it feel to be sitting next to your former manager of the Schmodown here? Is
I mean,
this good?
I hardly ever get to see this guy anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
great to
sure.
be in the same room with him.
You're
We always
within
have a good
greatness,
time.
right?
Yeah, we always have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know if the show's big enough for both of us, but
That's
we'll see.
true.
We're going to find out. So, real quick, I want to start with The Mandalorian very, very quickly because episode 2 did drop. I'm going to be doing a spoiler review later on with Joseph Scrimshaw of Force Center of Jedi Council, who will be there. Oh. Thank you, Cody. I love this. I thought we had breaking news for a second. But The Mandalorian, guys, just around the table. Perry, you haven't seen episode 2 yet, but you are watching it.
I'm watching it.
And?
I liked episode 1. I liked it quite a bit, but I hear
Okay.
episode 2 is even better, and the same is true of episode 3.
I think you're going to very much enjoy episode 2. Jeff Snyder, Tom Dagnino, not watching The Mandalorian, are you?
I'm going to. I'm
can't say that
planning
I
on
have
it.
yet.
I just haven't signed up for Disney Plus.
Okay, and so why haven't you been one of the 10 million people on day one to not download the thing?
Because I've got better things to watch.
That was exactly what I thought was going to come.
Good for you.
Yeah. And Tom, I hear you have a free Disney Plus subscription.
Yeah, for life.
Good
For life?
you.
For life, yes.
How is that possible?
Well, I pulled some strings over there at Disney. Some lady I know, she's a location scout. You know,
Is that true?
Yeah. So it's free forever.
So the Location Scout has all the access.
Yeah. Well, I don't pay for any streaming services. I
He
just
knows
use-
location scouts for Hulu,
Really?
HBO Max.
I know a guy who worked the deal for Hulu, so he gave me that for free as well.
And
There's
then-
easy ways, there's algorithms, and plus I steal them anyway. It doesn't make a difference.
This is good, kids. Please, earmuffs
Yeah.
for illegal activity through this guy.
Yeah, I don't pay for anything.
Will you watch The Mandalorian?
Gun to my head. No, I don't need to see any more Star
Are you
Wars
not a
after
Star
the
Wars
New Hope.
guy?
I like the New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and the Jedi. That's the only ones.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't really follow. There's so many books and so many other cartoons and live actions, and I don't know how many series you can do on this, but apparently they do every single one of them. I don't know how people have the time.
Yeah.
Sit there and it'll take you 10 years to watch everything.
It's a big undertaking to do this Star Wars. So we got a glowing endorsement here from this guy, Jeff Snyder, who will get to it. But for everybody watching at home, I will not spoil this thing. I just want to say that episode 2 was fantastic. It really was. It furthers the plot that we saw introduced in episode 1. Episode 2 really leans
Wait,
into it.
episode 2 furthers the plot from episode 1.
There's something
Reilly?
I cannot
Good review.
I cannot talk about because of spoilers. Perry knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, I think I know the plot point in episode 1 that they could
Plot
further
point. That's a better.
in
That's a better
episode
way to
2.
put it.
Let me ask you this. I
It looks
understand.
beautiful.
Is episode 2 26 minutes long?
It was about 30 minutes.
It's
Yeah.
only-
So
What do
I,
you
Wait,
make
wait.
of the length of these episodes?
Do you say 30 minutes with credits?
yeah, with credits.
Because that's more like 26 minutes.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
26. But I'm actually kind of shocked that they're so short. And then it occurred to me that when this thing is being made and Dave Filoni comes on to not only direct the pilot but be an executive producer, is that they're the length of animated episodes.
Who directed episode 2?
Rick Famuyiwa.
Yes.
Okay, and he did a fantastic job. And there is some really, really good stuff. This is like filled with nostalgia for the original trilogy. You feel like you're right at home. You feel like, I've been here before. I've seen this. And that's a good thing for me, at least, is that I am so into the character development of The Mandalorian because of what he's doing with this plot point that I can't mention because a lot of you know you're screaming at your computer right now. And
It's a good plot point.
It's a really great plot point, and there's something that happens in there where I got the chills. There's something that introduces everything that if you're a Rule of Two fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the Big Mac. Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, right? Mm-hmm. It's everybody wants something. Jeff Snyder, bear with me here. I told you, roll
I'm
with
going
it.
to.
It's something about the Big Mac. It's everybody's thing. It's everybody wants. It's the classic thing that you want to know. It's there in the Mandalorian Chapter 2. And I can't wait to talk about it more with Joseph Scrimshaw, but I love this episode. I can't wait to see what we get in episode 3. It's taking its time. I like that. It's quiet. It just moves at its own pace, and it's really, really, it's just very assured of itself.
When are we going to see this guy's face?
In Mandalorian culture, you can't show your face, really. I'm assuming. I mean, that's why they don't want to take off their masks. That's one of the things that they do. But I think we're going to see it sooner or later.
Well, we see a lot of Mandalorians elsewhere. Like we see the
where
faces.
they take off their thing.
Well,
I've heard as part of their culture that they keep it on, but I'm probably wrong. I'll ask Joseph Scrimshaw that very thing on.
Oh, he won't know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So
So
everything. Isn't there Jawas in it?
where their jaw was in
Yeah.
it. They're
That's.
I said,
I'm like afraid to say anything now.
It's so weird, this
I love
spoiler
Jawas.
culture we're in. It's because I don't want to say, and it's such a stupid thing to say. You know what? There's fucking Jawas
I
in
saw it on Twitter today.
Thank you. Yes, there's Jawas.
Whoa, Jawas.
now I gotta
What
watch
is
it.
that?
Now I'm gonna watch it.
What's
I
a
love
Jawa?
Jawas.
My favorite thing in the world, and this is where I put it out on my tweet,
The
how it
little
could either
dwarfs.
go
Sounds like a
horribly
racial
wrong.
epithet.
It's like to sit in a room with two non-Star Wars guys talking about this is either my worst nightmare or the greatest thing ever. So yes, there are Jawas in it. Is that going to make you watch it?
Yeah, but they have to wear the vinyl coat, not the
Right,
not
not
the
the-
burlap.
See, you get it. That's the action figure reference that.
Can you just make a guess? What do you think a Jawa is?
Is it like an Ewok? I don't know.
You're not.
You're in
that,
the
I mean, you're not
ballpark.
that
They're
far
like
off.
dwarf bounty hunters or something, right?
That's. I mean.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. You don't.
whatever.
Just put in your computer
Yeah, just
Jawas.
Google
Yeah, they
Jawa.
speak in like weird languages. I think they just like chirp and stuff. Yeah, they,
Okay.
chirp,
Pretty
they
good.
chirp and
Thank
stuff.
you,
They're,
thank you.
they're cool with the Mandalorians though.
Well,
Yeah.
you'll have to watch episode 2 to
Spoiler.
find
All I'm
out.
seeing are motorcycles.
That's you put in the wrong spelling then.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah, those
I
guys.
feel like I had a toy of
They carry
this.
around little
You
sticks.
did.
Probably.
It was purple,
Everybody-
and it was like a little.
No,
like,
that's Ugnaught.
Not
That's
purple.
Ugnaught.
Yeah, that was the Ugnaught.
Oh, okay.
Which there are Ugnaughts in the Mandalorian.
Are there?
Dude,
Now
I'm telling
really
you
gotta
what.
watch it. Now I really got to watch it.
There are things in this series that are making the Star Wars fans very, very sweaty. To compliment our boy John Schnepp, may you rest in peace, my friend. He would love this. I feel like he would love this because it feels like classic Star Wars to me, and I'm having a blast watching this thing. I woke up at 6 in the morning just to watch it. I was drinking coffee. It was so much fun to watch.
There's Ugnuts in it. I saw some old lady the other day who looked like an Ugnaught. I took a picture of her. She
Yeah.
had the purple sweater on, the gray pants, and the flowing blonde hair.
Okay.
And she actually looked like him as well. And I took a picture. I'll show you later.
I would love to see this.
It's amazing. I'm like a Ugnaught. And she
I
took
love
like
that you
4
pulled
hours
that
in the
out of your ass.
And she just sat there for 4 hours in the Starbucks line. It just almost pushed her out of the way. It was bad.
All right, listen, when I agreed to do this show today, I was promised we would stick to 5 minutes of Star Wars
We're done
stuff.
with that.
And
Yeah,
that's
we're done.
what we're going to wrap it here. The Mandalorian, Chapter 2. I want to know, some of you, if you've seen it, hit me up on Twitter because we can talk about it there, at Reilly Around, or drop some comments in. Keep it spoiler-free, please. Just a great episode across the board. I'm very happy with the direction it's going. I'm so excited to see the next episode. And then check out me and Joseph Scrimshaw later with our spoiler review. I want to stay in Star Wars, though, Jeff Snyder.
Oh, no.
Because you put out a tweet last night. You wanted the mystery of Macklunkey
Oh, yes, I did. Okay.
to remain a mystery, but I'm going to answer it for you
That's fair. Okay, I'm
on
ready.
this.
Spoil it.
Do you want to know what Macklunkey is? Great.
I need to know because it's all over my Twitter feed and I have no idea what the hell anybody's talking about.
This is how much Macklunkey has now affected pop culture. Everybody talking about. I was listening to a political website, or a political podcast on the way in today, and they used Macklunkey. And oh my God, that was a Macklunkey. I could not believe it.
Wait, they said that in reference to Star Wars, though.
They said it in
Okay.
reference to Star Wars.
Just want to make sure that word isn't like surfacing randomly
Yeah, no,
elsewhere.
they made a wink and a nod to their co-host, and they're like, "That was a Macklunkey," and they went, "Yeah." Okay, so here we go. Jeff Snyder, George Lucas is known for tinkering with his original trilogy. All right, he's gone back numerous times. In about 1997, we had a special edition of all the movies come out. Did you see any of those in theaters? Jesus Christ, Jeff Snyder. Just nothing. You did not go.
Han shot first.
I didn't see him in
There you
theaters.
go, right? So the scene in question is Han Solo and Greedo.
Greedo.
Okay, so in the original, Han Solo shot first. The fans love that. Perry, are you like, what do you think? Greedo, Han, are you a Han shot first person like I
yeah,
am?
Han shot first.
It's
Kill
just
or be killed. Kill or be killed at that
exactly. It just kind of
like,
added to
all
his
I
character.
can think about when someone asks me that question is Harrison Ford's response to Steve.
I don't give a shit. Did you see that?
I almost want to like say that every time someone asks
It's
me.
making the rounds again. Harrison Ford could give a fuck
Yeah.
about this. But George Lucas does. And so he edited it to make it look like that Greedo and Han shot at the same time. Then years later, he edited it again. Now, Disney Plus buys Disney buys everything, right? With Star Wars and Fox. Gets it. George Lucas laid in a grenade. He changed it again. And it appeared on Disney Plus the other day, and people are now losing their mind
So
over
what
this.
happened? Who shot first now?
It's kind of the same is happening, but Lucas inserted one word.
Okay. Macklunkey.
Cody, do you have it?
Macklunkey. Macklunkey.
That's what he did. So I put a link in the description here. Cody, can you pull up that link? Just give it a look here. I want you guys to just think about like pacing in film. Jeff Snyder, you can do that. You review movies.
Sure.
You understand. So let's play this. That's the word that he added. That's 2011.
Is that Greedo?
That's Greedo.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to go to 2004. Look how many fucking edits there are. Okay, that one was bad. You could see Han Solo move to the side. Like, this is the 1997 special edition. Okay, now Greedo shoots first, and then
Definitely
Han
shot there,
shoots.
yes.
And this is the original. Oh, wait. Yep.
Greedo's got some shitty aim.
The best version all time.
Yeah.
Okay.
The original one.
So what he did was he added this word Macklunkey.
So weird.
I'm like 5 seconds from walking out of the show.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he can't.
He can't.
He can.
He can.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants.
So what the hell? Why would Lucas do this one more time? Why would he add Macklunkey?
Why is he even allowed to keep tinkering with these things? I
This
thought
is
they
before
bought
Disney
from
bought
him.
it. Before Disney bought it, he made another edit, and it was going to be for the 3D release. They were going to re-release all the films in 3D.
I think he does it to mess with people.
Exactly.
Yes.
This Macklunkey.
Macklunkey.
Do you know how hard I laughed watching this?
It's hilarious.
I cannot stop laughing at this random word. And I think Macklunkey means
Macklunkey.
fuck you, fans. I will do what I want. I literally think George Lucas said, I don't care anymore. Everybody gets upset at me for re-editing these things or doing whatever it may be, killing my childhood with the prequels or whatever they were saying. I think this is his final fuck you to everybody. And it's in the word Macklunkey.
It's so out of left field that is the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah. What would Macklunkey mean? I'm not asking these Star Wars guys. I'm asking you. What could Macklunkey mean?
I'll tell you what I think it means.
What?
You can go first, Perry. Then I have 3 theories of what
I
it
mean,
could
I
mean.
want to hear your theory,
You
especially.
you put the F-bomb in my head, whether it's George Lucas saying it to the fans or Greedo saying it to Han, like, fuck you, I'm going to blow your head off kind of thing.
It's
Macklunkey.
so in Huttese, it means this will be the end of you. Okay, so we could assume that's it. But because it's so random, I think it's fuck you. I really think it's fuck you. But Tom, I want you to know. I want your opinion on
It
this.
sounds like a chick everybody like slept with in high school.
Macklunkey.
Yeah, be like, you slept with Macklunkey too? Oh
Macklunkey.
no.
Oh, no.
How'd that go? You're like, you know how it went. You slept with her 2 days earlier.
I thought
Or
she sounds like a bad like a bad teacher. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you got McClunky
Oh,
this
McClunky?
year?
Then it could be like, you go to your drug dealer
like
and be
that
like,
one.
hey, let me get an 8-ball of McClunky. Oh, okay, great.
Macklunkey.
That sounds like a bad whiskey.
Yeah. Ugh, and I
That's
got enough money
a
today.
McClunky 74.
Yeah, do you want the Jameson? No, I'll take the McClunky today. I'm kind of waiting on some checks.
It's going to be a thing now, and that's why everybody's tweeting about it right now. Jeff Snyder. I think this thing is gonna be something that we say for many years now.
I'll bet you anything someone in this world already has a McClunky tattoo.
Why don't we create McClunky T-shirts and then sell them?
I'm down with
Let's
that.
get on it.
Let's get on that. I think it's hysterical. I
Barbara
want you guys to
Macklunkey.
let me know what you think as well, because it doesn't work. That's the other thing. I think it feels absolutely out of like it was already hard enough to accept this scene with all the different edits from the one that I love and know from 1977, but it's just kind of ridiculous, and I'm laughing my ass
I wonder
off.
if somebody's real name is McClunky.
I'm sure it's out there.
They're like, hey, Diane McClunky's around.
Neil McClunky.
Yeah, Neil McClunky.
Also, like the inflection of his voice when he says it. It's like
Yeah.
it's not
Macklunkey.
like I am going to kill my enemy. It's he's making a joke.
Yeah.
Plus, he fires off bad too, so maybe his gun. He's like, "That's a McClunky gun, whatever."
Yeah, he's like he's basically a
Guy has no
stormtrooper.
aim,
He
yeah.
can't. Yeah, he
I
has
think he's
zero
blind
aim.
anyway, yeah.
I just wanted to talk about that for my own liking, because I
McClunky.
when Ken Knapsack and I were texting at this time, we watched it probably 9 times in a row, and I had tears streaming from my eyes. I couldn't. Because when you know this scene so well, and then all of a sudden there's this like record scratch about McClunky,
Macklunkey.
and I'm so glad we got it for a sound
When I
right
go
now.
fish here.
When I go fish here.
McClunky.
But that's the McClunky talk. I want to switch gears real quick to you, Tom Dagnino, to you, Jeff Snyder, and to you, Miss Perry Nemiroff. Fantasy football updates. How are you guys doing here? What happened last night, Perry? What happened, Tom? You
Wait,
guys were
breaking
head
news.
to
I got
head.
breaking news in
I
here.
want to talk about it.
We're
Breaking
not going
news.
to talk about this at all. It's
Okay.
been a big
And
rough
Cody
year.
Hall in
Yeah.
the booth.
Breaking news: Ken Knapsack just got McClunky across his head.
There it is.
Tattooed.
What? Okay,
like
so
Jared
what's the
Leto
update?
style.
You are.
I'm in
Joker
first
style.
place. I was undefeated through 8 games. I've lost the last 2 games in a row. But this week I'm feeling good. I think I'm going to rebound against Jay Washington. He
Okay.
had Nick Chubb
Yeah,
go
he's a
last
punching
night.
bag.
Didn't score any touchdowns. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this week.
So for those listening at home and watching here, we have what is it? The whole office is playing.
12-team league. That's
12-team
right.
league.
Commissioner Cody Hall.
With Commissioner
Well,
Cody Hall.
Commissioner.
Cody, how are you doing?
Thanks for asking, Mark. Horrible. I'm
Okay.
in 11th place out of 12. Me and Frank are duking it out this week. We're both 3-7. This
Okay.
is battle of the losers. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
In Cody's defense, you know,
Please.
it's points for and points against. He's just running up against teams that are just like having their best day.
Really?
Their best week ever. Yeah, he has
It's
a lot
just
of
so
points
much
for.
fun seeing that every week.
I see it. I only watch my game and then I watch Cody's game to see where it's at. I'm like, poor guy's going to lose again.
Perry, are you bringing up your standings here? Where are
I'm
you?
just looking. I'm
Me and
looking.
Perry-
I'm at number 4 right now, but I wasn't number 2 for like the entire. Don't worry, I'm going down, down, down at this point. Half of my lineup is injured at
Okay.
this point,
And
and
you-
I'm in trouble.
Well, we play this week. First of all, I was,
have, like,
I was
no
a
one.
champion last year at 14-1. So
14 and 1.
14 and 1 and 1. And won the championship. I got nothing out of it though.
Really?
But then Snyder was 8-0.
8-0?
He played me.
Okay.
And then now
took me down.
Then I took
Took
him
me
down.
down.
So wait,
I
who's
played
in
Perry
first
this
place?
week.
I am.
Snyder
You're in
Still
first
in
place,
first.
yeah, and still okay.
But it's still a
Falling.
sharp reputation here.
What's your record?
8-2.
8-2 now, and
6
you are
and 4. Me and Perry are 6
Yep,
and 4
6
apiece.
and 4.
6-4 and 6-4.
I didn't even draft my team though because I was out of town. So
That's right.
I got gifted a team.
I feel like I might have done better if I hadn't drafted my own team either.
Some people do. I mean, the other 2 leagues I drafted and I sucked.
It
So
really
is
just
what it is.
it's not fair when you get like a shitty pick. Like I was 11th out of 12. There
Yeah.
was no way I was going to get a reliable running back.
It's been
Yeah.
a weird year, though.
Then you
It's been a
double
weird
back
year.
and get
Yeah.
something, but it's not too bad.
Okay.
I'm predicted to beat Perry, but who knows? We'll see how it goes.
You were predicted to crush me this week.
I need a win here.
And what do you mean
I
by
got it.
predicted? I do not do
They
this
give you
because
points.
I have zero time to do this because I know I'll get totally into it and I'll be with
Yeah.
you guys and I'll be like, talking shit on Twitter and all this kind of stuff. What is it like? Explain it real quick for me. Like when you go head to head, what does that mean? Like your team, you have all these players that if they
you got quarterback, 2 running backs,
Okay.
2 wide receivers, a tight end, flex,
The
defense, and a
flex,
kicker.
though, you can't have a second tight end, which I don't like.
Well,
We
blame-
should make the tight end
You know
a
what?
flex.
Cody didn't
I
know
wouldn't
what he was
mind
doing
that.
at the time, but now he knows.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he only had 4 teams in the playoffs.
They
and
give
said
you
make it 6.
projected points. They're able to,
Yes.
to guesstimate how much one of your players is going to get. So
Okay.
right now,
Yeah, it's like a
based
line.
on that, you're 20 points ahead of me.
That's correct.
And I was
Ooh, but it
I
could
was banking
switch.
on the Steelers defense last night, and they
Yeah,
sucked.
they only
They've
gave
been
you one,
doing
yeah.
pretty
They
well
got
for me
smoked.
lately, except last night.
Yeah, Macklunkey's probably in New York, like ripping his sheets up in his bed.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, I want to go to what happened last night. Did you see that fight?
It was wild.
Yeah, that was
What
too
the
much.
hell happened? I mean, I saw it with my own 2 eyes, but like,
That's just
did they all get like? Because I was watching some stuff and doing some
this
wedding
guy
planning,
Garrett.
but like,
The guy Garrett has, Miles Garrett has issues before. Like he's not
he
a
hit
dirty
his helmet,
player.
right? He hit the
He's
helmet
just-
on the head.
They're just so intense. Now Rudolph tried to rip his off first,
Okay.
and then then Garrett ripped Rudolph's off, and then
Tried to
Garrett-
club him with it.
He did. It hit him with it.
Right.
And
Okay.
then the Steelers' offensive line just were like kicking him when he was down. It was like a full-blown street fight.
Jeez,
Like it was
man.
really
Pretty
bad.
Are they
it's
all
not good for the
ejected? Are
NFL.
they all
Garrett's done for the season.
Done
for the
season?
and
That's
the
what I was
playoffs.
asking.
He-
Okay.
he'll-
May extend until next year.
Right.
We'll see.
You can't do that. You could have really. That's
He could have
assault.
killed the guy.
That's assault. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, holy crap.
It was
man.
in. I mean, people were saying, "Oh, Rudolph tried to rip his hat off first." It doesn't make a difference who rips what hat off first.
Yeah, you walk. Once
just-
the helmet came off, I think you walk.
You have to. You can't swing helmets. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
Well, good fantasy football talk, everyone. That was really great. So let's go into some news because I do have Jeff Snyder here. I do have Perry Nemiroff here, host of Movie Talk. We finally got a Black Adam movie, and it's in a release date, and that's what December 2021.
Yes.
Is that right? So Jeff
December
Snyder.
22nd.
Yeah, you guys, and Snyder, you break your scoops. You got your hands dirty doing all this. Why did this movie take forever to finally get off the ground? I want to ask you two about this.
That's a great question. I actually have no idea what took so long. I was surprised to read in reports yesterday that The Rock has been attached to this for the better part of a decade.
Right,
It's
that's
been
my
a
question.
decade. That's crazy.
Is
I
it-
think it was his busy schedule because The Rock is doing a million and
Yeah,
one things, and also the fact that like the DC film franchise had a couple of busts a couple of years ago, and
Right.
they had to take a step back and figure out what to do, and they did now.
Right, because at first this was going to be, he was just like Black Adam was going to be introduced in Shazam, and then they decided against that, and they said they'd give him his own movie, and maybe in
Right.
a third film they'll meet, kind of like what legendary Warner Brothers have done with the Godzilla and Kong movies.
Right.
So maybe that will end up being the sequel to Black Adam, where he'll take on Shazam.
Okay.
What is Black Adam?
Black Adam, yeah. Does anybody know? Because
No.
I know
No,
he's.
no clue.
I don't know a lot of Black
I don't
Adam.
want to describe something wrong.
Another
Yeah.
superhero with a lightning bolt. Like how many lightning bolt superheroes?
He has no
can there
legs,
be?
right? He just has like a he just flies and stuff.
No, he has legs.
and he has yellow boots
not a
that
legless
apparently
superhero.
really stress this
Black
one
Adam.
out.
I did not like the yellow booties. The
He's
slippers.
like, did you see Shazam? No.
Okay,
you
so
should
I
see
got it right
Shazam.
here. As originally
I did a Shazam
depicted,
promo.
I got your answer here. Black Adam was a corrupted ancient Egyptian predecessor of Captain Marvel, or Shazam. Shazam was originally called Captain Marvel, who fought his way to modern times to challenge the hero and his Marvel family associates. Since the turn of the 21st century, however, Black Adam has been redefined by DC Comics writers Jerry Ordway and Jeff Johns and David S. Goyer as a corrupted anti-hero attempting to clear his name and reputation. Well, that makes sense
he's
that
the
The
Punisher
Rock's
then.
going to do it. I guess so, right?
Sounds about it. Sounds what it is.
He's going to be an anti-hero.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, that makes sense if The
Yeah.
Rock's going to do it because The Rock made this really great post saying, you know, I love Superman, but I grew up like he basically rattles cages, so he couldn't be Superman, so now he's going to be Black Adam, and I think it's great. But is it because the DC movies had a misstep, or is it like they wanted to take their time with the script, or is it because The Rock is in every single movie
That's
every year?
correct.
Is that
Yeah.
all of that?
I would imagine.
Okay.
The guy does like 5 TV shows, 30,000 movies. He like works out like 13 hours a day. I'm convinced there's definitely
And he
like
talks
4 of
and he
him.
talks to film Twitter for the other
Yeah.
11 hours.
He
I don't
does
think
do
he
a lot
sleeps.
of yeah. He doesn't sleep.
He can't.
And when I see him,
He's a very nice guy.
when I see
Very.
him, do you watch it when he eats the sushi on? I love how I said the sushi.
I love his cheat meals.
He-
I think that's one of my favorite things about Instagram.
When he's eating sushi, he has just this huge thing, and I always
Or it's like
get
his
so
pancake
hungry. Mm-hmm.
piles, all the cookies he eats. It's crazy.
I got his ketchup at my house.
You got? I'm sorry.
The Rock ketchup.
Yeah, we cleaned out his trailer, because we did a promo for, I think it was the building movie. Whatever.
Skyscraper.
Yeah, Skyscraper. And they're like, Rock's trailer, he's done, he's out of here.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, cool. I went in there with like a bag and just got a bunch of candles and
Did you really?
Rock's
Is
toothpaste,
this for real?
Rock's ketchup,
Okay.
a bunch of other stuff.
when you say
I'm like,
Rock's
that's Rock's
ketchup,
ketchup.
Like
oh,
you like
so it's really Heinz ketchup, and you
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
but you call it okay.
It's the Rock's
now
ketchup.
do you use this ketchup or do you cherish it?
Sparingly.
Okay.
Sparingly. Like if I'm cooking at the house, I'm like, should we break out the Rock's
Yeah,
ketchup? And then we break out
Use
the
it
Rock's
wisely.
ketchup. And then I have a toothbrush of his too. It's in a Ziploc bag in my house.
You should sell that.
I could. I mean, I would need to like have a picture of him brushing with it.
Right for authenticity.
Yeah.
I have
can,
Anne
can you get a
Hathaway's water
certificate
bottle.
for
Or a
that?
show I was working on set
Do you
that
now?
day.
Yeah, from the Brokeback Mountain junket. I've had it for 14.
What?
Had it for 14 years.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wait, did she?
I'm going to clone Anne Hathaway.
Did she
is
drink
what
from
I'm
it?
trying to say, yeah.
Okay, so and where is this?
It's in my apartment, and the
But,
water is
like-
all gone. It's dried up.
Okay, the water's dried up. So, describe this shrine of yours. Is the water bottle there with a picture of Anne Hathaway,
No.
and then like
in fact the label around the water bottle is hanging off, but I
Wow.
haven't completely pulled it off.
because Brokeback Mountain? What is that? 2005?
5.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
I got
I love how I'm hesitant to take a photo with a celebrity I meet, and you guys are like stealing ketchup and water bottles.
I got Kendall Jenner's slippers and a bathrobe.
I
she
was a
in.
college student. I didn't know any better.
It was funny.
Guys,
Oh God, that was
This
in
is
your NYU
Yeah.
dorm room, wasn't it?
we
Oh,
learned
yes, it
some
was.
wonderful things here at Collider
traveled with
Live.
me.
In fact, I mean, this. Have you guys seen The Bodyguard? I mean, this is what
Yeah.
the stalker does.
Yeah.
When he goes after Whitney Houston, he grabs things left over.
Like I said, I got Kendall Jenner's slippers in her bathrobe that she was not wearing anything under. So they were at the house. So I gave them to my girlfriend. She's like, "These ain't hers." And sure enough, her stylist was like, "These slippers from Target were amazing," And she was supposed to take them, but like somehow they wound up in my car. And
Unreal.
on her Instagram, she goes, "They are Kendall Jenner slippers." I go, "Yeah." I go, "Think I'm lying?
No,
How would I
I
lie
can't-
about that?"
I can't even with this. I can't even.
I have a couple other things, but I don't want to mention what they are.
I went to the premiere of Spielberg, the HBO documentary last year.
I know what you
and,
did
and
here.
I took the Steven Spielberg piece of paper that was reserved for him in
Oh,
his
nice.
seat. I took it off his
why
chair.
not?
I've known people that have done that,
Yeah,
or like
the little
the
pieces in the
placard
placard,
goes
yeah.
that on the
Reserved
tables at
for
premieres.
so-and-so,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's less stalkery. Yeah. But the water bottle?
That's shady. Don't tell Anne
Depends
Hathaway
what you
that.
do with it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I've
That's
been trying to sell it.
Yeah, but you have
Who
not.
would not want an empty water bottle that was once used by Anne Hathaway?
Yeah.
It blows
Tweet
my
at
mind.
Jeff Snyder and offer him.
Do you have
money.
any buyers in the live chat right now?
No.
I'll put
In
it on, I'll
fact,
put it on offer up after this.
holy crap.
$6,000.
$6,000?
Yeah.
You know what I did last night? Actually, you know what I did last night, Riley?
Talk to me.
I threw out I've been moving. I'm in the process of moving in
that's right.
with Stephanie.
Yeah.
nice.
And I
very,
have to-
very big congratulations to
thank
you,
you,
sir.
thank you.
This is very nice,
Yes.
heartwarming. Julie
Big,
was
big
very
step.
excited to hear about this, by the way.
You guys are invited over as soon as we're settled.
Yeah.
So I threw out my Discman.
Discman.
Yes.
My God,
I put
is
in
that a
new
blast from the
batteries
ba-
last night to see if it would even play a disc. It didn't.
Okay.
But the little radio function, it was still beeping.
Okay.
It wasn't functional, but I could still hear that technically the batteries did bring
It's-
it back to life.
Okay. And how much are you selling it for?
Oh, I threw in the trash.
Okay,
I
got
don't
it.
think I can get any money for a Discman. But
Yeah.
man, like back in the
You'd be
day,
surprised.
how great were Discmen with like bass boost and all these different functions that they had, anti-skip, anti-shock protection.
I remember trying to jog with a Discman, and it did not work.
The
It did-
anti-shock was the big thing.
Yeah.
That was cutting edge. They got that from the aliens when they landed in Roswell. That and fiber optics.
Do you guys still have CDs, or did you throw all your CDs
Oh, I have
out?
CDs. I still get CDs because the award season time they send us a ton of CDs
Right.
of the awards worthy scores and soundtracks. I don't
Yeah.
really understand why
Really?
they do that. It's like my computer doesn't even have a DVD drive in. Like I have
Neither does
nothing
mine.
to do with it.
See, that's what was so interesting when I still have that Case Logic with like a bunch of CDs, but I haven't opened that. It's in my mother's garage. That's how much I use it. So.
My car is the only thing that I have that can actually play a CD now.
We can't use CDs anymore. Yeah, to your point, Perry, where are you going to play it? Aside from Snyder's Discman.
Not even my car. I still have my Discman.
Do
I
you
don't
really?
know if it works, but
I
I
do
know
have a-
exactly where it is.
I do have a CD
I still
changer
have
in my car
a
as
Discman
well.
and beepers.
Yeah.
The beepers.
Beepers were really cool.
You can sell them now for a lot of money. I don't
Beepers
have-
now?
Yeah,
I don't know how
have
much
any
I believe you with
I don't
that.
think I have.
By the way, if there's anyone in this world who I would not be surprised had a beeper, it would be this guy right here.
Yeah,
I love beepers.
I'm sure. And when you had a beeper, Tom,
Yeah.
let's go into this. Let's lean into this. What would you use that beeper for?
Oh, shoot. Nothing legal. Nothing legal. That's for sure. I had
expand,
I had three
please.
beepers at one time.
You had 3 beepers. Huh?
Yeah, one with you give one to your
Oh,
girlfriend.
hi.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, give your girlfriand's number to one, then you give your side chicks
How's
to
it
the
going?
other one.
Yeah.
And then your other stuff.
Yeah. So I got yep. Here we are. Okay.
She's got a lot to say about beepers.
Lot to say about
Drugs.
Black Adam, Macklunkey, and the Mandalorian is Leia. Actually, guys, if you pull up my Twitter, you can see Leia watched the Mandalorian with me, and I'm telling you, the entire show she watched.
Isn't it fascinating?
She glued like I've never seen a dog do this. She watched the entire episode. She did not look away. The dog usually watches something, and maybe it's a horse or something on the screen, and they bark.
Dewey was watching the Mustang the other night,
Right.
and I was fat. Like he just sat there on my lap, glued to the laptop screen.
Yeah, she did not look away. I took pictures
nice.
throughout, and I just kept watching, going, something's going to happen here where she's going to just lose interest. But no, she loves the Mandalorian as well.
Maybe there's a new technology that,
For dogs?
Yeah, that makes dogs watch TV. That'd be cool.
If only there was a Rotten Tomatoes run by pets.
What is it in Scrooged?
Marley and me, 100%.
Do you remember in Scrooged when they want to start?
We don't bring up Scrooge. No, I lost on that freaking question.
That's right. What was the
did.
question?
She
It was
wants to
what-
come to the side
what
of the
does-
room. So
what does Bill
badly.
Murray give to his employees or
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
for
handkerchiefs,
Christmas?
right? When he said
No,
handkerchiefs.
he gives
radio-
a bath towel and a VHS.
VCR.
But you said
VCR,
handkerchief,
yeah.
right? Didn't you say handkerchief or something?
Yeah, I don't know what we said. It was bad.
Shit.
It was stupid.
My God,
Tough one.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
really
still
upset
not
with you.
watching it. I refuse.
I want to. It's about 10:30. We're halfway done with the show. Cody, can you open up those phone lines?
You bet I can, Mark.
Thank you, Cody.
You're welcome.
I told Cody. I thought he's sassy today, but
Nope.
he's just direct.
I'm just very
It's Friday.
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Friday.
You know what? Everybody can look forward to Cody Hall. You're doing mailbag with me later.
Yes, I am, Mark.
Yeah, Cody
Fun
Hall.
show.
Rumor Mill's new host, Cody Hall, that is.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody catches that. We'll talk a little bit about that on Mailbag. I'm all for the plugs today. But I want to open up those phone lines. So, hey, Cody, you can use Macklunkey to let us know when we have a phone call on.
You got it.
Ask us anything you want. We can talk about your thoughts, your quick reactions to Mandalorian, fantasy football, if you've had beepers,
Oh, man.
if you had a Discman. But, Snyder, are you working on anything for the .com right now? You working on a scoop?
I'm working on a bunch of scoops. Yeah.
Scooping,
Okay.
scooping, scooping.
Did I just blow your cover?
No, not at all. But I mean, I can't really reveal what they are yet.
I know that, but
I
you
got a
can't.
podcast of my own to host.
I
after this.
understand that the Snyder Cut. You can't tease anything.
I heard a horrific story the other day.
Oh wait, what is it?
Go into it, please.
We were in, some lady in Hollywood Boulevard was coming out of like a little luncheon with her friends, and some homeless guy comes up to her and just dumps a bucket of diarrhea over
Oh,
her
I
head.
saw that video. It's gross.
It is really bad, and it was
Are
all
you
warm and
serious?
hot.
It was hot,
and the lady,
yeah.
and it was like in the lady's face, and like they had to bring like a fire truck over there, like spray her down like Rambo and
I
Rambo.
thought you were
went-
joking when you started
No,
this.
I was like, she's traumatized for life.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That happened on
And then-
Hollywood Boulevard?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the guy was like laughing, and then he went and did 2 months in like a
gotta watch
psychiatric ward, and he comes back out.
Gotta watch out. There's diarrhea flying around out there.
She said-
and
they
there's
said-
a video of this.
Speaking of,
There's no
Speaking-
way I'm
I-
watching this.
But they also
is it
said
time?
You set me up, Snyder.
they also said
What?
that it was not just one sitting. Like the guy must have been had it for like a 2 weeks.
Good Lord.
Wait, what
what
does
a
this have to do with
scumbag.
Netflix?
I don't know. It's going to be on Netflix next week.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Jesus, yeah. So I'm wondering, Snyder, what are you doing
All
now?
right, so I get a text on Monday from one of my brothers. I won't reveal which brother it was.
Okay.
He goes, "This is me." He texts me, my other brother, and my dad.
Okay.
He goes, "Guys, this dude just walked in on my stall because I forgot to lock the door, and I was pants around the ankles taking a huge shit at work. He caught me like a deer in the headlights. I
Wow.
was so embarrassed." And he's like, imagine somebody walking in on you and you both look at each other and the guy just like slowly backs
you lock
away.
eyes.
That's
And Jordan's
hysterical.
staring at him.
If we're doing texts, I'm going to do this. I'm asking Snyder yesterday, who's coming on the show, prepping for it, The Mandalorian. Are you watching it? And he said, not yet. I'm like, okay, blah, 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 blah. And he writes, nah, enough fucking Star Wars. Save it for the other pods. Let's just swap poop stories.
Oh, we just did. There we go.
Yeah, like, have any of you guys ever been walked in on mid poop?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my
I
high
have.
school,
Very awkward. Very awkward.
my high school had they had to remove all the stalls
Why is this? Because you're all...
People were doing crazy
people
shit
were
in
doing
there.
crazy shit in there.
Yeah.
So they were like, now you got to just take a shit with people watching you.
There seems to be a lot wrong with that. I
There was
feel like
a
that's not
lot wrong
allowed.
in my high school. There was a lot wrong.
Well,
It was really weird. You just walk in and some older black guy. He was a senior, but he
Okay.
looked like he was about 60. Would just like sit there and read the newspaper while taking a shit. I'm like, don't you have a class to go to? What are you doing?
Macklunkey.
look at that. We got a caller
Good
coming into
timing.
Collider
He was
Live.
taking
Thank
a
you for
Macklunkey.
interrupting us.
What good timing.
You good timing. You're on Collider Live. What's your name? What's your question?
Hello,
Hello.
I'm me.
Yeah, you.
This is the Zodiac speaking.
Go ahead,
How you doing?
Macklunkey.
What's your name, dude?
Macklunkey.
I'm Gabriel,
Gabriel, how are you?
Brazil,
Nice.
Rio de Janeiro.
From where?
Rio.
So,
Oh, really?
Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's great, man. Well, thanks for calling in. What's your question?
so I'm talking about Star Wars.
Good.
Right,
Okay.
right.
We got the perfect person for it with Jeff
So
Snyder.
I want to talk about the last scene of the first episode. I'm not watching anyone talking about this, about the age of the character.
The age of the character?
I think he's
the
12.
little one.
Which character are you talking about?
The little character.
The little
That
character.
appears in the end.
Ah.
Okay, that's a little bit spoilery. We're trying to stay away from it, but I
No,
believe...
I know, but
Right.
nobody's talking about it. So,
Mhm.
the series passed about 9 years after the Battle of Yavin, right?
9 years after Battle of Yavin. Yeah, I think it's set 7 years after Return of the Jedi, so that kind of checks out.
So,
Jeff Snyder's falling asleep.
Cody, you're
was
fired.
born- No, so Anakin Skywalker was born 41 years
Okay.
before
Uh-huh.
Battle of Yavin.
Riley,
Okay.
you got your math
Follow
face
me?
on.
I'm
Are you
trying to
following me?
figure out. No, I'm kind of following you.
So the hero characters has the same age of Anakin Skywalker.
Oh,
yeah, so- he's theorying.
I got it.
Oh.
Gabriel, thank you very much for your call. I appreciate it. I know what he's saying is that with Anakin Skywalker being born at a certain time, okay, I'm just going to paraphrase, and this new character being born at about 50 years is what they're saying is the age of this character. Maybe there's a connection between Anakin and this character. I like it. I don't think so. It would have to like then show up in Rise of Skywalker, and I don't think they're going to go there.
I still don't think I'm following. I think
Yeah,
you lost
I-
me even more with that description.
I kind of was following, but I think that it's I think we need to go to our resident Star Wars
I think
expert,
the
Jeff
age-
Snyder. What do you think?
The
It's
age
a
is
Jawa.
5
It's a
for no
Jawa.
reason.
Yeah.
The answer is Jawa.
Yeah, always Jawa.
Yeah.
Perry, how good are you at old
Math?
80s and 90s sitcom
Don't
themes?
Bad.
Okay, good. We're gonna
If
play.
it wasn't like
I'm
a
pretty good at
Nickelodeon
it.
thing, I'm screwed.
We're gonna play. I
pretty
want
good
to.
at
I want to
it.
play a game with these guys because I know they can do it at the end. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
play along as well. But if there's any more calls, just hit that Macklunkey, Cody, because I
Yeah.
I love that. Fucking but I couldn't keep up with the question for a while there because I was trying to figure out exactly how the math would add up and also the different
Well, it's
characters.
math and
and
spoilers. The combination there makes it nearly impossible
it's
to talk
nearly
about.
impossible to answer. But real quick, Tom, how are things going? Wait, did we just?
Macklunkey.
Yeah, we got him, McClunky. Hey, you're on Collider Live. What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, my name is Grant, and I have a question just about fandoms. And I know that
Fandoms. I love it, Grant.
I know this is going to start a fight, and it's not what I mean to, but
Okay.
it's just something I've been thinking about.
All right.
So it comes to mind recently for me with Star Wars as everyone's talking about it, and lots of people are going back and rewatching the old movies and, giving their thoughts on those kinds of things. And I've seen so many people that whenever they talk about Star Wars, the only movies they have anything positive to say about are the original trilogy. And I think to myself, well, do you technically qualify as being a fan of Star Wars, or are you just a fan of the original trilogy? Not to say, you're a fake fan or anything like that, but I enjoy all of them despite flaws and problems within each movies. But like Terminator, I'm a fan of 1 and 2. I don't consider myself a Terminator fan because I hate all the rest.
Okay. Interesting. Well, thank you for your question, Grant. I mean, I think I tend to disagree that if you like Terminator and Terminator 2 that you're not and that you hate the other ones that you're not a fan, you're a fan of Terminator if you like those movies. I think if you like any movie, you're a fan. You can, and these fandoms, I think that play gatekeeping is no fun for anybody.
Gatekeeping sucks.
Yeah.
But I think the term fan is a personal thing that you apply to yourself.
Yeah.
If it's not enough for you to just like 2 of however many installments and you don't consider yourself a fan of that franchise, then you're not a fan of the franchise.
Yeah.
Right.
But you can be if you say I only like 2 of however many.
I only like the first 3, and that's it.
Of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's okay. And Snyder doesn't like any of the Star Wars movies. How many Star Wars movies have you seen, Star Wars?
The only
Snyder?
2 that I have not seen are Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
I've seen all
Which
the
are
others.
arguably
You're not missing anything.
critically and and a lot of people don't like those in particular.
And I remember as a kid liking Jedi the most.
Yeah, well, that
You and
makes,
Mark
that
Ellis.
makes a lot.
Because I'm a big Jabba the Hutt guy.
Are you really? Why is that?
I feel like Jabba the Hutt is your spirit animal somehow.
He dressed
Yeah.
up as him in high school.
I'm looking to eventually become Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it does matter. If you like the original trilogy, you can call yourself a fan. And I have family members, my nephew in particular, who grew up with the prequels and loves the prequels. So it's like he's a fan of Star Wars. I think everybody, no matter the movie you like, if you only like, say, Rogue One, you're a fan of Star Wars. I think it's I think it's
clear.
getting to a point now where everybody's like, well, and they're gatekeeping like whether or not you like Star Wars, whether or not you like the prequels, whether you like the sequels. It doesn't matter. Like what you fucking like.
We were talking about it on Movie Talk today. The idea of just being a big fan of a filmmaker or an actor that you'll watch any of their stuff. Like I am a fill in the blank fan, and I'll watch anything that person does. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean that you have to stop liking them if they give you a bad movie.
Right, because then you just might not like that movie and go, oh, it wasn't for me this time, but I can't wait for the next movie. Right?
Yeah,
Well, there you go.
very sensible way to look at it.
Jeff, I keep trying to figure you out on this show, especially today. What is your Marvel, DC, Star Wars, all those movies aside? You're not real a big franchise guy.
I loved Ghostbusters.
Okay.
I loved the Ninja Turtles growing up.
Who's your turtle?
Donatello.
Donatello.
Good choice.
I'm
Good
very,
choice.
very intellectual.
Yeah.
And I like the color purple.
Okay. I like that.
I'm sure that there are some other IPs out there that I grew up on.
Sure.
Scream.
And, yeah.
Scream.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was 12 then.
You like the first movie, Scream?
Yeah, well, I love the entire Scream franchise, but
There
I'm
it
trying to
is.
think of like when I was a kid, like what did I really?
Yeah. What got Jeff Snyder out of bed in the morning?
I loved all like the old Disney sports movies. Like those aren't.
There it is.
You know, whether it was Mighty Ducks or I don't know, whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, it's great. What about
don't
you?
know.
You're a Rocky guy, and what
Yeah,
else?
Rocky. I mean, I like G.I. Joe cartoons.
Okay.
Yeah, He-Man was a big thing
Yeah,
back
I mean,
in the 80s.
I was a Goonies guy.
Yeah.
Major League.
Well, Major
But growing
League
up,
is one of the best.
I didn't like Transformers. I didn't like GoBots, but I like cartoons. Scooby Doo, the Flintstones,
Scooby-Doo was huge.
Josie
yeah.
and the Pussycats.
Did you guys see the
things like
Scoob
that.
trailer?
I loved it.
I loved the
I
Scoob
liked it
trailer.
too.
There's a
I
new
did.
one. It's called Scoob.
It's called
Yeah.
Scoob, and it's the origin of Shaggy and Scooby, and then the Mystery Gang, and on how it just looked really fun. But that
sweet.
opening got me. I mean, duh. I mean, I'm a dog person, and it was so adorable. I literally went, That's a Scooby Doo movie.
I love the Scooby Doo mysteries when they had like Don Knotts on there and the Harlem Globetrotters, Batman and Robin, the Three Stooges.
That was
And they
the
had
best.
some real
I love Peanuts.
The
weird-
Peanuts.
Yeah, Charles Schultz.
And then Perry, what's your big franchise that you love, like the
Like
most?
from when I was a kid.
Yeah, let's
I
go
mean, the
with
big
kids.
franchises that I love, and probably from when I was a kid, is Scream. I almost just said Jurassic Park.
Scramers? Yeah,
I almost
Jurassic
just
Park.
spoonerism it. Jurassic Shark.
Jurassic
Shark.
That's a good one.
Scream.
I
But
like that.
anything Nickelodeon.
Anything Nickelodeon?
So
Okay.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Mm-hmm. Real Monsters was a big deal
Yeah.
for me. The more of that, the better.
I love it.
We need a live action Doug movie. I'll never stop rooting for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Mighty Ducks.
Can't do Doug.
Sports movies.
I never got into that.
Which one?
Doug. What is it?
Doug? You
Doug.
never liked Doug?
Yeah, I never
oh,
got
it was
into
great.
it.
Patty Mayonnaise?
Yeah.
Who's Doug?
Doug Funnies? The
Doug
Beatles?
Funny, yeah.
What's it? Is
And
it
Pork
just
Chop.
Doug?
Maybe they have a Doug theme
it's,
song that
it's
Perry
like
can guess.
the name is Doug, and then he's got all the friends around him, and he's got like an adorable dog named Pork Chop. I think you would really relate to that.
I would relate to that.
Doug
okay.
was great.
Okay.
Pork chops. and
Very
balls.
nice. Well, hey, Cody, do we have any calls coming in, or is that it?
Macklunkey.
There it is. We have a call coming in for Collider Live. What's your name? What's your question? Hello. We don't have anyone.
They're on. They're on right now.
Hello.
Macklunkey.
Hello, Macklunkey.
Macklunkey?
Coward.
I'm using it as a hello.
Hang
At
up.
least like breathe
No,
into
don't
the
hang up.
receiver, make
Yeah,
it
we
creepy.
didn't get it. We
We
didn't
got
get
a
it.
well.
new one.
We got a new one. All right.
Macklunkey.
You are on Collider Live. What's your name? What's your question?
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm on. I'm Derek from Toronto.
Hey, Derek from Toronto. What's your question?
I needed to call because I needed to ask another Star Wars question.
I love it. And Jeff Snyder is jumping out of his chair, really excited. What's your question?
Well, so you guys have been talking a lot about Matt Smith for like the last year or so,
Right.
potentially being involved.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to run by like maybe a possibility which you guys haven't spoken about. But I've been thinking like we don't know what Palpatine's role is going to be in the new movie, but I thought potentially there's the opportunity for maybe we see like the origin somehow, and maybe it's tied into Palpatine, and I thought maybe Matt Smith could be an interesting choice for a young version of Palpatine.
Yeah, that's the going kind of theory. Thank you for the call. I appreciate it. Jeff Snyder, what do you think? Thank you
I
for
thought
chiming
Matt
in.
Smith
and-
was not in Star Wars.
So that's the rumor, dude. So maybe you can get some journalistic kind of mind through this. It was announced, or I can't remember. Maybe it was Variety. Maybe it was Kroll.
August 2018. Cast Matt Smith in key role.
Okay. Has Star Wars officially announced him? That I don't know.
I don't know.
But they are keeping it under wraps. We don't know. He could be playing. Everybody's thinking maybe he's playing a younger Palpatine. There's two theories I would go with. You could either do a force back, like a flashback, show a young Sheev Palpatine. There it is. Thank you, Jeff Snyder. Or it could be a clone. Yeah, you have zero fucking interest in
can't
Star
even
Wars.
have-
I get it. You don't
can't
like
call
Star
it
Wars.
A flashback? Like if Star Wars doesn't have flashbacks, it has force backs?
That's what we're calling it. You son of a bitch.
Sure was.
You know what I can do to maybe cheer you up? Cody, forget the phone lines now. Let's play that game.
Let's do it, please.
I want to play this game. Cody,
if I hear another Star
help-
Wars question,
I
I'm gonna
know.
snap.
I can't believe how many Star Wars questions we get on this.
Don't you care about anything else?
I don't see that, but I don't.
To actually answer the question, I don't think they're going back with that character. I think there's too much stuff to move forward and wrap up before
Thank
you
you,
finish this
Perry.
trilogy. I don't
There's
think they have
way
the
Too
time.
much there is so much that they got to wrap up. I think Matt Smith might just end up being.
It's also like reintroducing Palpatine alone is a lot of heavy lifting in a script. So they're
Yeah.
going to work on that and making that return come back in a sensible way. And I don't think that they're going to go back.
Palpatine sounds like an old man name. I can't imagine a young guy named Palpatine.
Are we still talking Star Wars here?
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Moving along.
All right, so what we're going to do right now, because I've been wanting to play this for a while, and I got people in the room that can do it. Perry, I want you to try as best as possible.
Okay.
We're going to play Guess That 80s Sitcom Theme. Cody, I want you to go in there and just at random, I want you to play something. You can do well. You can do this, Snyder. I know you can. There's some 90s in there as well.
We're
you can
90s
just go
kids.
anywhere you want, Cody, and I want you to use your name when you know what it is, and we'll see what happens. How's that?
Sounds
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, Cody, whenever you're ready.
Here we go.
Okay.
Tip and strokes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's different.
Tom
strokes.
Dagnino on the board with one. That was Different Strokes, wasn't it? Was it Different Strokes, Cody?
That absolutely was.
Holy shit, man. That is some next level stuff there, my
I was
friend.
on Name That Tune.
Were you really?
Yeah, the new version.
That
with
is
Wayne
a
Brady.
lie, and you know
It's
it.
coming out in 2 years.
All right. Well, hopefully
Years.
somebody can get the
It's a
next
long
one.
post-production for
If you
that
could
episode.
find, is there 90s ones in there, Cody, at all?
Might be.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I think
Might
they're
be.
mixed in.
Okay, great.
Maybe.
So, great. I love the maybe. So, when you're ready, good sir.
Oh, I know this one. Is this
Riley.
Doogie?
Doogie Howser, MD.
All right, I got
You
it.
almost got it.
Damn. Good work. Good work.
Very nice. Okay, so
I wasn't a Doogie guy.
do you want that one, or do you want me to take it? Because you got it.
You got that one.
All
You
right,
got
so
that
we got
one.
one and
I was
one.
hesitating.
Okay, one, and we got Perry 0 on
Big
the
fat
board.
0.
Snyder
Might
on the
stay
board
that
is
way.
with 0. Okay, when you're ready, Cody.
Wait, not that one. Hold on. Give me a second.
Okay,
Give me a
no
second.
problem, no problem. I love this.
That was just a scene from a show. I'm like, that's not right. Here we go.
Alf.
Oh my God, you
That is
got it,
correct.
didn't you? Fucking son of a bitch. Damn it, that was good. Look at you, man. This is your calling.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in a bad neighborhood. We couldn't go out at night, so I
So you
watched a lot
watch
of
TV?
yeah.
Okay, all right, Cody. We got 2 to 1 to 0 to 0. Snyder, I want you to get on the board with one of these. Come
Invite
on.
me back for the 90s Nickelodeon
Yeah.
version of this.
We're gonna. Cody's behind the wheel, so keep listening.
Okay.
Major Dad?
No.
Oh my God, 18.
Damn it.
There we go.
I think I said it quickly.
Was
Did
that
you
the
get it?
80s?
Yes.
That is the 80s. I'll give it to you, son of a bitch. What are we playing to? 5? Okay, fine. All right, Cody, you're next. Go.
Oh, it's Doug.
There we go.
Hey, Perry's on
Nice.
the board.
He freaking threw me a bone. He handed me that one.
There you go.
I was all
Well, there
ready
you
to
are.
hear something that I had no clue what it was.
See, Snyder? Come on, man. You can do this. All right, Cody, you're up. Go.
1 second. Gotta wait for the thing to load. Got about 5 seconds, guys. Hang in there.
5
Should be
seconds.
fun.
Okay.
Hold on.
Boom, boom, boom,
So we
boom.
got Tom with
All right, here
3,
we go.
me with 1, Perry with 1, and Snyder with a big fat goose egg. Riley.
Hill Street Blues.
No.
Cheers.
Chance. Yeah. Damn it.
Cheers.
That was cheers. Hill Street Blues. What the hell, man? You got
I just felt like
you
saying
got
that.
Alf. You got the element. Jeez,
Just felt
man.
like saying it.
All right, Riley with 2, Tom with 3, Perry with 1. Snyder, come on. I'm rooting for you.
Well done.
Cody, whenever you're ready.
There were 3 little girls.
Charlie's Angels.
That is correct.
Oh man, Tom with 4 now.
Bosley.
This is game point
Is
for
that
him.
the 80s?
That's 81.
It's there, dude. It's
It
there.
might have been the 70s.
My God, you are like Sam Levine with the game.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, you really
I
are.
gotta be good at something, you know.
Oh my God. All right, I hesitate to ask, Cody. Please, Riley. Dukes of Hazzard.
That is correct.
Ooh, nice.
Boom.
Very good.
You
Riley.
don't know this at all, do you,
It ain't
Snyder?
over yet.
Why would I know the Dukes of Hazzard theme song?
Because
Daisy
it's
Duke.
the
I'm
greatest.
35.
It's the greatest. You
Just the good old boys.
yeah. All right, we got 3
Boss hog.
to 4 to 1. Go for it, Cody, whenever you're ready.
Growing pains.
That's it. Yeah,
That's
it
it.
is
Snyder's
right.
on the board.
Damn, I should have got that. That's my bad.
All right, Snyder is
Kate
finally
Nally.
on the board. We got Perry with 1, Snyder with 1, me with 3, and Tom, game point here
Yes.
with 4. Whenever you're ready here. Right.
Jefferson's.
Shit. He's right.
You got it.
He's right.
Snyder.
Correct.
Yep.
Damn. Come
I'm glad I at least
Rally.
knew that one.
He's
Come
rallying.
on, you're
He's
rallying.
rallying. He's
Moving
rallying.
on up,
I'd
I
like
know.
to see
I
some
did know
life
that
coming
one.
out of you
He's
here.
rallying.
Okay. We got Snyder with 2, Perry with 1, me with 3, and Tom with 4. Whenever you're ready, Cody. I love it.
It counts. It counts. Somebody better answer it.
I mean, I know, so I'm going to pull myself out of this.
You've got to be kidding me, guys.
All right, Riley.
Magnum PI.
Pokemon.
It is Pokemon. It's a 90s
Oh.
show.
Come on,
I
you
had
Okay,
no
guys.
idea what that was.
New
Come
game
on.
out today, by the way.
A new game
God.
out. Okay, I'm going to take one off the point. So I'm going to take that off because I'm on the show and we've used that.
Disappointed in you all.
I know.
I only really played the games. I feel like they didn't play that
I had
theme
no idea what that was.
in the Game Boy
It's a
games.
Pokemon theme.
Yeah.
All right,
No,
here we go.
that's a point for you.
We're ready.
But next point win.
Okay.
The Golden Girls.
No.
No?
I know this.
What is this?
Hill Street Blues.
Is that right?
That is correct.
Oh!
Voila.
And Tom wins the game.
Congratulations.
This is
With
one game that I don't
5.
feel all that bad about losing it.
You don't feel bad? Yeah,
Not
everybody should
particularly.
feel bad for not being able to play this game. I love that. Well done, Tom.
Defending champ. I'll come back and defend my
Tom,
title
before
against
we go
anybody.
out of here, because it is a really fast Friday because it's only an hour show, tell me a little bit about Lil Bobby and the Juice and where can people find it and see it and what's going on for season 2.
Yeah, it's the best show on the internet.
Yes, it is.
Season 2 is currently being written. We released Sexorcism, the 8th and final episode of the first season the other day. It's fantastic. Everybody should watch it. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get our subscribers to a certain point so we can
There it
start
is.
taking it out on different levels. Just thank everybody for watching the show. At this point, we believe we have a hidden gem here.
You do.
And,
I love this show,
Who
man.
writes the show? Is there a writer's room?
Yeah, it's in my office. Yeah, it's in my office. No, we're going to take the show to next level next season. But in the meantime, just people should catch up on the episodes that they haven't seen yet. You know?
And it is coming to Disney Plus next spring.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
That's going to make Jeff a
Disney Plus
subscriber.
Plus.
That would be something to
Yeah,
see.
so please subscribe and like I said, comment and tell us how much you like the show.
Thank you very much for stopping by, my friend.
Thank
It's
you.
good to have you here. Jeff Snyder, Perry Nemiroff, thank you for joining me for Collider Live. Snyder, where
Anytime.
can they find you?
At the Insider Twitter, Instagram, Cameo, and also on the Snyder Cut coming up next.
There it is. And Perry,
Twitter and Instagram at PNemeroff.
there it is. And watch Movie Talk
Yes,
every day,
please.
9 a.m. PST. Thank you for joining us here. Dorina, Roxy, myself will be back on Monday. Cody Hall in the booth. We'll see Alex as well back on Monday. Thanks for everybody joining us here on this Friday. Collider Live. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Macklunkey.